Good morning, everyone. I hope this finds you well and living your best life in Jesus Christ. Well, lately it seems my life is full of surprises, some good, some bad. I think we can all identify with that sentiment, even if we weren't in the midst of what my father would call silly season. That was the term my dad used when it seemed like everything was great one day and then everything started to fall apart or change drastically overnight. The truck broke down or the washer quit or somebody got hurt or whatever. Dad used it to describe periods of time, seasons, when life just didn't seem to make a whole bunch of sense anymore. It was a time when the rules seemed to change suddenly and unpredictably. I think we can all agree that 2020 and the COVID pandemic can certainly be classed as a silly season. When we started this year, no one could have predicted the way all the rules have changed. Some folks like surprises, and some folks can't stand them. My father, by the way, was one of the latter. He used to say that if you were surprised, that means that somewhere along the line you missed something you should have caught. Most of the time, for Dad anyway, it seemed bad things were caused by what he perceived as a failure on his part to plan ahead or predict something that might happen. Of course, as I've gotten older, I have learned what the poet said about the idea that we can plan away future problems. They said the best laid plans of mice and men oft go awry. As we all know, there are good surprises and then there are bad surprises. I'll give you some examples. A good surprise is putting on your jeans and finding 20 bucks in the pocket. A bad surprise is putting on your jeans and finding out they don't fit anymore. A good surprise is getting all your work done ahead of the schedule that you're set for yourself. Of course, the bad surprise would be your computer crashes and you lose everything. Right, Naomi? Good surprise, you're given a free, all expense paid vacation. The bad surprise, it's in North Dakota in January. Good surprise, chocolate cake for dinner. Bad surprise, it's made with sauerkraut. By the way, Nancy did that to me once. Took a long time for me to forgive her for that. And I never quite trusted her chocolate cake again. One of my favorite scriptures is Romans 8:28, which says, "And we know that all things work together for good for those who love God, to those who are called according to his purpose." That means that, good or bad, every event in our lives, even the bad ones, God will use to prosper us in some way. I don't know about you, but I have at times had doubts that all things work together for good. And the truth is that for a long time, I just didn't buy it. But as I've aged and have lived through a lot of good and bad things in my life, I've discovered that the bad things sometimes turn out for the best in the long run, whereas the good things sometimes end up really badly. There are things in my life that I just don't understand, various hurts and disappointments. Maybe you've been there. Maybe you're there now. Maybe right now there's no way you can see the events of your life working out for good. Well, here's what we know for sure. God is in control, total control. And nothing is going to take him by surprise. He's not up in heaven wondering, what went wrong? What happened? It's just ridiculous when you think about it. He's in control. Let me ask you two important questions. A, do you love God? And B, do you belong to him? If you answer those questions yes, then you are, according to the scriptures, called according to his purpose. No matter how difficult your situation, God is in control. He knows, and you can trust him. I'm not saying that the hard things of life will be easy to understand and accept. No, not at all. But I'm saying that God is trustworthy. He will work all things together for our good and his own glory. So as much as they are difficult and sometimes painful, let silly season come. I have the confidence that he's in control and will work it all out for my best, one way or another. All I got to do is hang on and trust him. I think I will. I hope you make today a terrific day. I want you to know that I'm here if you need me. And I love you all.